So guys, so remember earlier this evening we had the safety message by Miss Kitty, right? You all remember that? And all they remember how Miss Kitty talked. Miss Kitty was on the radio station, matter of fact. And Miss Kitty was talking her dialect, her Jamaican dialect on the people whole radio station. So she proud her Jamaican dialect, and this is how we ought to be in Tobago. Proud of we culture, proud of where we come from. Yeah, we go use the Queen. You are in here. Miss Kitty using no Queen's English. You know. I am certain Miss Kitty does use the Queen's English when it's necessary, but I am sure she loves her dialect because she have put it on all for that safety message properly. So what I want to let all you know, we will be having a regular segment on Live with JB about the Tobago dialect, because we need to start to teach little children, even the older ones that not even know nothing about the dialect. Me hardly know, but me I learn. Every time somebody I come on my show, me I learn. So here what? For reveal number 5, I don't know who I'm bringing out. I'm bringing out a big regular gun for you. One of my regulars. Man, I see she for 2 or 3 shows, and I saw me and miss she was here last week. My walking encyclopedia, the doctor of culture, Dr. Rita. Ahwee Dr. Rita. That's I'm bring out Dr. Rita to give us some more. Dr. Rita, are you ready to come out?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Dr. Rita.
Hi, Jamie. Thanks for having me.
Dr. Rita, I must say, last week you sliding to interact a little bit with Papa Lord Nelson and Mr. Axback about the Tobago tall tales. So I just want to tell you personally here what I really miss you. I couldn't tell you that. Time was short last week, but I miss you. So when I not see you, I had to ask, are we there? You better there properly, eh? So I want to play a video for you, Dr. Rita, and I want you to talk to us a little bit about this dialect. This is our Tobago Crusoe, eh? That's for the audience to know. Who he there?
Yeah. We don't know, and they feel that the Trinidad language is so much different, but Trinidad language is, and then Tobago, and next thing I notice that start dying is the dialect. Young people now talk like a Tobagonian again. Everybody talk like they come from Trinidad. We don't know, and they feel that the Trinidad language is so much different, but Trinidad language is their dialect down there. We Tobago thing. Master didn't get time to sit down, so he training you to learn English, you know. He's spending money already to buy you for work. So that people have to learn the language the hard way. And they come up with their own thing. And we should be proud of that. Yeah. There's a Jamaican lady called Louise Bennett. If you study her work, she gets Jamaicans to be proud of the way they talk. And I wish that this thing cannot. Listen, man. I start working on something like that 2 years. Let me see. My iPad gone, so I have to use my phone.
We're going to begin. We face the steps.
You see that? Young Tobagonian talking now like they grew up at Trinidad. I think they feel if they talk like a Tobagonian, they feel that they're talking bad. We have to do something about it, otherwise we're going to see our unique dialect will disappear completely. Others say it isn't there, Tobagonians say it's not there, but we know what we say. We know what we say. Others say it's our boy, Tobagonians say it's our boy. Right? But we know what we're saying. There are times when we have to talk in standard English too. But our local tongue is your dialect and it belongs to you. So when Tobagonians meet and have a conversation, some people could be amazed because they can't understand. Others say, where you going to Tobagonian, say, where you go? Others say, this is mine, Tobagonian, say, for me own. Your accent and your dialect are part of your identity. When you talk to someone, when you talk and someone could tell where you come from easily.
Yep.
But don't call it broken English. It's Ghanaian dialect. It is time we take it serious and treat it with some respect. Others say, I'm going to tongue to Begonia and say, a tongue
Tongue me
mago.
go.
Others say, leave it so to Begonia and say, left hand
Left him
so.
so.
You could tell a Jamaican or a Barbadian quite easily. As soon as they talk, you could tell if somebody is a Trini. As long as when you talk to each other, you know what you are saying. Come on to Begonians, let we keep the dialect going. Others say, leave it there to Begonians and
They
left
left
them
him
there.
there.
Others say, who said that? To Begonians say, who said so? When you lose your identity, you lost as a people. So don't expect other people to have any respect for you. So to talk in your own dialect, I think is a privilege. Your ancestors leave it behind as part of your heritage.
I am so happy I came here.
Dr. Rita, just
Yes.
before you talk about the dialect, right? I just want to just say one thing to those in the audience. All right, guys. So those of you all who viewing live with JB right now, you all have the opportunity to comment your favorite Tobago dialect, and our walking encyclopedia, the Doctor of Culture, is here who would explain what your favorite Tobago dialect is. So you're free to comment it, and she will explain to you all what it means. But Dr. Rita, what you have to say about Tobago Crusoe and the Tobago dialect?
Well, what I have to say about the dialect that she has tried to maintain is that is very important. One, now he did say in the song that people can't understand. And I want to say that the importance of the dialect during the period of enslavement, the significance of this dialect was that the enslaved people could communicate without their owners understanding. So you could plot, you could cuss them, you could say what you want in front of them without them understanding. And so you can arrange your resistance movement, you could arrange to run away, you could arrange to poison him, whatever.
And they wouldn't
You could
understand.
arrange, and he did not understand the language. So what they did is to try to get the enslaved people to speak standard English, something that they could understand. But we have not maintained our language, which is us, which reflects us, which talks to and of us. So we need to get the generations back into our language and be proud of it. Just like
that's how we own. That's how we own.
For example.
Yep. That's
right?
correct.
So, yeah, so when we said, "Mina go there and away you go," nothing wrong with that. It is very expressive. It sounds nicer than just, "Where is he going?" Ha! That's not. That's not us. Right? So we must be us. And I noticed that this younger generation goes for these these WhatsApp and thing language.
Yeah.
You know, that's not on. They've got to go back to our thing.
Yeah.
Right? So
sometimes we have to go back to the roots.
Yeah, you have to go back to the roots. The thing about it, truth about it, is that they don't know it, and not many of them know any of it at all. So it is for the older generation to teach them and to keep the language alive.
So you understand how very special you are and the very special role you play, right, on Live with JB, to all of the audience and even myself.
Well, we all try, right?
Yes.
We try our best to remind people, most of all, you know your roots. If you have a tree and you cut your roots, you know what happens? It dies.
Party
and
done,
so
yeah.
Your culture, what makes you you, if you cut that off, then you're swinging and then you die. So we don't want any dead culture. We want to keep our culture alive.
Yes.
And you know, you keep talking as you grow up. You keep talking to the older folks. So in my interface with my grandmother, I got a lot of things, of wisdoms. I mean, they used to say things that we couldn't understand. As we
Right.
got older, we understood what they were talking
What
about
it
above our
meant.
heads. You know,
Mhm.
so, but now it is important for us to pass on that tradition and keep it live within the community. So that wherever you go, I mean, you could tell a Tobago person, you know, when you go, you say, "You from Tobago?" You say, "Yes."
Yeah.
You could tell from intonation and so on. But
Yep.
you could throw the real heavy loaders on them, and you could talk whatever you want, and they might not understand.
Correct. So, Dr. Rita, we have a few comments here. One, Miss Sharon said, "I come, ya come."
I come, you come.
Yeah.
That means you're growing up. You know, that came from a statement. A young pig asked the mother how he mouth so long. He said, "I come, you come." As you grow up, you're going to find out.
And
Yes.
make you do that.
Why you do that? That's so. When make you do that has more expression in it than why you did that. That is so stated in English. So make you do that. I will make you go say, "Away you go." All of that, you know. Away you go. Sometimes somebody come in here to you and you want to know, well, what they coming here for? So
Yeah.
you don't say that. Away you go.
Away you go.
Not here.
I like that. I like that one. Away you go. Not yet.
Yeah, but away you go could be a buffet, right?
Yeah,
Could be
that's
a
what I
buffet.
said. Away you go. You
Yes.
didn't tell me you're coming. So Crapo, smoke your pipe.
Well, you are in trouble. Now you just think about the physical. If the crapo is on the ground and they smoking your pipe, that means you're on the ground too, right?
Yeah.
Things bad. Things bad with you. Yes.
I'm tired to hear that, but I now understand it from how you explain it. So, okay, I think that's all the comments that I'm